things that is required to become successful are simple but not easy, but they are super obtainable. It's all on you and the person. All right, if you want to make $100,000 this year, a few different ways you can do it. If I want to close 2 people every single day so I can make $4,000 a day, right, which will give me $28,000 a month, then how many people do I have to talk to? We need to talk to 20 people every day. That means it took me 9 different tries, y'all. But let me tell you something. When you win, no one remembers the losses. The difference between successful people is they invest in information, y'all. I always say so close is still so far, because the worst place a person can be in sometimes is so close because they feel like they don't need to tap into the information, right? What's going on, family? It's your boy Darius, back with another YouTube episode. Listen, before we get started, make sure that you like and subscribe to this YouTube, y'all. I'm all in on this thing, looking to grow this platform to provide y'all as much possible. Over the last year and a half, coming up on 2 years, we've been able to grow very, very fast. So what I want to do is I want to share with you all essentially the process, the things it took, not even just business, but the personal development side, and how you all can take your business from zero to get into wherever you want to get in the next year. For some of you, it might be 2 years. All right, let's get into it. Listen, so today we're going to be discussing the 3 top habits of highly successful entrepreneurs, y'all. You ever wonder why some people are always winning and some people it seems like they're never making progress? It's probably because the things that is required to become successful are simple but not easy, right? But they are super obtainable. It's all on you and the person, all right? It's not quite what you think it is. Some people might think that it's a gift, it's a talent. It's actually not. And I want to talk to you why you may be surprised on some of these 3 habits. And today I'm going to touch base and break down my 3 top habits of what I've noticed from being around hundreds, even thousands of entrepreneurs and having coached over 2,000 entrepreneurs to this day. All right, the first one, y'all, is goal setting. I cannot tell you enough how important this is. A lot of times when we hear the term goal setting, we don't think that comes first in priority to our list, but I always ask people, how can you hit a target that you cannot see, y'all? People come to me all the time. Hey, Darius, I want to make 6 figures this year. I need to tap into your coaching program. I say, okay, cool. What are we selling? They don't even know. Okay, what's the price point? They don't even know. Okay, who's our customer? They don't even know. Y'all, I cannot tell you how bad this is. If you are looking to get to 6 figures, if you're looking to get to 7 figures, whatever number you're looking to hit, we must have a target, y'all. How can we hit a target that we do not or cannot see, all right? So what I would tell you, for example, if you want to make $100,000 this year, a few different ways you can do it. You can sell a $2,000 product to 50 people. That'll make you $100,000. You can also sell $274 product to 1 person every day. That'll make you $100,000. You can also sell a $10,000 product to 10 people, and that'll make you $100,000 this year. But if we don't understand who we're talking to, we don't understand how much the product's gonna be and how many people we have to actually talk to be able to sell this product, it's gonna be very hard to sell that thing, all right? I'll give you guys an example. In my business, right, on phone calls, we usually close at somewhere between 20 and 30%. Let's use the low end for the sake of this example, right? And what I mean by close is close sales on the phone, right? So we got a sales team, they get on phones with prospects and leads, and they talk to them, and for people who are ready to take that leap, they join the program through a phone call, all right? If, for example, let's say we're closing at 20%, right? If we're closing at 20%, I know that means out of every 10 people we talk to, 2 of those people are probably going to join the program. So if we know that, and we understand that, then guess what? If I want to close 2 people every single day so I can make $4,000 a day, right, which will give me $28,000 a month, then how many people we have to talk to? We need to talk to 20 people every day. That's going to get me $4,000 every day, which is going to get me my $28,000 every week. All right. Okay, Darius, how many people do I need to talk to, or how much content do I need to put out that's going to get 20 people to book a call? Once you break it down like that, you understand, okay, every time I put out a piece of content, we're averaging about, let's say, example, 10 leads. Okay, cool. If I put out 4 pieces of content and I get 10 leads, that's 40. But let's say all those people don't qualify. right? Because everyone's just not going to qualify. Some people may not have money. Some people might not be ready to take the program. Some people might not have the credit to take the program, whatever that looks like, right? But at the end of the day, I know, let's say even 50% of prospects actually get through the application and get to book a call. At that point, we know, okay, if I put out 4 pieces of content, that's going to give me 40 leads, but only half are going to qualify. So what I should do is I should now put out 8 pieces of content, which is going to get me 80 people who want to get on the phone. But out of those 80, then I know 40 prospects are actually going to qualify and get on the phone, y'all. This is how business becomes predictable, right? You got to know your numbers, right? You got to know who you're talking to. You got to know your product price and your offer, right? So now that we know 40 people get on the phone, if we're closing at 20%, like I said, that's going to be 2 out of every 10, which is going to be 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 8 people. Let's say it's a $2,000 product. Now we're at $16,000, y'all. I hope that makes sense. That right there is one of the greatest habits that I see highly successful entrepreneurs have, is they know their numbers and they know their target and what they need to do to get to it. All right, that's number one, y'all. Second thing is resilience, y'all. I cannot tell you how many times I hear people say, well, I tried this business, it didn't work, so I went back to a job. Or I tried and it didn't work, so I just quit. Y'all, listen. The saying is, if it were easy, everybody would do it. If it was easy, every single person that's watching this video, yeah, I'm talking to you, right, would do it. But most people do not have what it takes to be able to go through and take as many L's. Most people got this false belief of this thing called failure. What is actual failure? Failure is made up, it's non-existent. In fact, the only way that you actually fail is when you quit, right? For example, me, I tried about 9 different businesses before this first one did $1 million. That means it took me 9 different tries, y'all. But let me tell you something. When you win, no one remembers the losses. It's so crazy. In fact, a good example I like to use is the greatest shooter of all time, Stephen Curry. He only shoots 40%. That means he misses more times than he makes shots. But guess what? People always remember his makes. Ask anybody, do every minute misses? Probably not, right? All you have to do is continue to push through hard things, all right? Your first business, it might not pop. Your second business, it might not pop. How about your first 5 attempts at that business might not pop? But every time that you fail, what happened? You understand now what to do to get past what you did last time. For example, I like to use the example of going through an obstacle course. If you go through the obstacle course the first time, let's say you get your leg taken out by a clamp or whatever, right? Now, okay, you know, you start all over, but when you come back the second time, you know, hey, be on the lookout for that thing that comes out on your leg when I get about 10 feet in. Then the second time you go through, hey, you might get hit in the head by the balloon or by the ball, whatever it may be. But now you notice the next time that you go through, okay, be on the lookout for that clamp that's gonna be coming from my foot, and then 10 feet later, be on the lookout for that ball or that balloon that's gonna aim to hit me in the head. What I'm saying, y'all, is every time that you quote unquote fail, all you're doing is learning what not to do. All you're doing is learning what to avoid. All you're doing is learning what doesn't work. And eventually, as you go through what doesn't work, you learn what does work, all right? So what I'm telling you is this. If you think you're gonna come into this thing and just go make $1 million the first try, this ain't for you. If you think that because you tried 3 times, you deserve success, this isn't for you. The only people who deserve success are those who have it, because they've already weathered the storm, they show that they're resilient, they've done the thing like investing in themselves, they've taken the time to become the type of person that can have success, y'all. So don't play the victim role. Don't think, oh, why not me? Don't think I'm supposed to have it. No, you're not. If you were supposed to have it, you would have already had it. So that's number 2, being more resilient. My last and final thing, y'all, is the willingness to learn. I cannot tell you how much I see people killing themselves with this third thing, y'all. The biggest and the most common route to success I see, and I've been around thousands of entrepreneurs now. I've coached, like I said, over 2,000 entrepreneurs now, and I've been someone who's been very, very, very broke, in the middle, and now some people would deem successful, right? One thing I noticed is the difference between successful people is they invest in information, y'all. I mean, because when you think about learning, I just went over resilience, right? And I'm not the coach that's gonna tell you, hey, you can't do it on your own. You can do anything in your power that you want to do on your own. I'm not God, and I would never tell you what you can and can't do. One thing I can guarantee you, though, if you want to get there faster, you want to get more information, whether that's coaching programs, mentorships, courses, whatever you can afford. You need to be getting this information, because what you don't know is literally slowing you down. What you don't know is stopping you from living your dream life. For example, I get people coming to my program all the time. People always want to be resistant. Like, before they actually get in the offer, they got, oh, I know a lot about credit, though, man. I just need 1 or 2 pieces of information. What we tell them is, okay, well, if you know so much, why aren't you already growing your funding company? Or people in my digital mastermind, they're like, well, you see my content, look at it. I say, okay, well, why aren't you making that 6 figures you want? Or why aren't you making that 7 figures you want? Right? What I tell people is, everyone seems to say, oh, I'm so close, I'm so this. Well, if you're so close, but you're not there, then what do you think needs to change? I got a saying, I always say so close is still so far, because the worst place a person can be in sometimes is so close because they feel like they don't need to tap into the information, right? The GPS, everyone watching this, if you adopt this GPS method in your life, I promise you, you will be successful, right? Wherever you want to go in life, there's someone who already has the answers. There's someone who's already done the thing. There's someone who's already taken the L's. There's someone who's already won, all right? So instead of trying to go out and figure this thing on your own, trying to trip over your own 2 feet and going through that obstacle course that I just talked about, right, and having to take 10 years to do something or get something done, how about you do what I didn't do? What I wish I would have did sooner was find a coach, find a mentor. I've been able to accomplish more in the last 19 months than I have in the last 9 months. What was the difference? I've always been a hard worker. I've always been the first one to show up. I've always been the last one to leave. I've always been resilient. The difference was the information gap, which you don't know can literally kill you, y'all. I'm telling you, right? So next time an opportunity presents itself for you to get to that next level, for you to learn about whatever it is, then you need to take advantage so that you don't have to look back a year from now and be in the same or a similar position, y'all. I'm telling y'all, when we talk about one skill, I always say you're just one skill away from changing your whole life, whether that thing is marketing, whether it's getting access to capital, whether it's running a credit repair company, a funding company, a digital product company, learning how to sell more ebooks, whatever, all right? So I highly, highly encourage you to do that, man. I'm telling you, your dream life is on the other side of learning these 3 habits and applying them to your life, y'all. Look, man, I hope I gave you all some value today as we're going to wrap this thing up. I hope you found extreme value. If you did, again, make sure you like and subscribe. Share this out with some friends. Comment in the comment section, and let's continue to go up, y'all. Wishing y'all more growth, more success this year. Make sure y'all stay tuned, man. Lock in or get locked out. I also have some more in the link in my description about how you all can lock in with me, and I can coach you to help you get to that next level. All right, enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon.